Hey guys, Sean here. You want to go fast? You want to go real fast? Let's go fast on this awesome CBR250. Let's do it, guys, real fast. Let's do a little walk around. You got a little 110 rear tire. That's for, you know, get rid of the dead weight of like a 180 or 190. You got a bicycle tire on the front, same thing, you know what I mean? Anything else is just dead weight to slow you down. Let's fire this beast up. This thing's a monster. Now you always want to wear the proper gear. Hell, at least, I mean, at the bare minimum, wear a helmet. At least wear a helmet. You know what I mean? Second, wear a jacket. Third, you gotta wear gloves. Fourth, wear a cup. Fifth, earplugs. Sixth, you wear boots. Seventh, better wear some socks. Oh man, I just stalled it. I'm gonna cut that out. I don't want people to know I stalled a 250. Man, this thing's fast. Ninth most important gear you gotta wear is vest. Those leather vests those guys wear, that's for safety. It's definitely for safety. After that, you gotta wear some leather pants. Some type of riding pants with pucks on them to protect your side of your knee. Let's talk a little bit about this bike. This bike is amazing. 2012 250 Ninja. This is the competitor to the no, it's not a 250 Ninja. It's a competitor to the 250 Ninja. This is the 250 CBR. Really cool bike. Only came out a few years ago. Europe and everyone else has had it for forever. Way before we did. I don't know why it took them so long for them to release it in America, because according to someone I heard at some point in time, the 250 Ninja was Kawasaki's most popular selling bike. And maybe that's why they didn't change the model from like 86 to 2007. It was the same bike. Ugly little bike. Now they're pretty good looking. But finally, Honda threw its hat in the ring. So did Yamaha, like in I think the past 2 years, with their R3. KTM's got a little bike. It's like a 410 or something like that. But when it comes to beginner sport bikes, this is really a great bike. It's so light. I bet I could pick this thing up and throw it in the back of a truck. It's really light. It's nimble, super nimble. You're not really going to get in too much trouble with this bike, but what you are going to do, you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to learn how to ride, and you're going to acquire, you know, that motorcycle balance, and you're going to be able to get your feet wet. You know, the thing about a bike like this, don't be scared if you ever see a bike like this with only 2,000 miles like this one, and the bike has 3 owners. It's that type of bike, you know what I mean? Someone's gonna buy it, they're gonna be like, yeah, I want to get a bike. They're gonna ride it for, you know, 500, 600 miles, and they're gonna be like, I'm ready to get something bigger. That may have been a little premature for them before they got a bigger bike, but you know, that's very common. I see the same thing with Rebels. I've seen Rebels, the same Rebel bought and sold over 18 times in like 5 years. You know, people, they want to try it, and the good thing about this bike is it's not going to go down in value very much. We are in beautiful Mannheim, Pennsylvania. The funny thing about Mannheim is nobody actually knows how to pronounce it correctly. It's actually pronounced Mannheim. It's actually pronounced Mannheim. It's actually pronounced Mannheim. Landmine. The funny thing about Mannheim is, like the city of Centralia, it is located on top of an underground coal mine fire. Not that many people know that. The funny thing about Mannheim is the only city, if you want to call it a city, that has 3 mayors. Look at that farmland. Okay, so why would you buy a 250 Ninja? Let me give you 10 reasons of why you would buy a 250 Ninja. 1, you're smart. 2, it's your first bike. 3, you weigh less than 100 pounds. 4, what is 4? You want to do this. You want to be able to do this. Do this. Like all day long. Yeah, that's number 4. 5, you want a bike that looks cool to people who don't know what they're looking at. The average Joe is gonna be like, oh, we got a sport bike, man, that guy is cool. The average like rider who really knows bikes is gonna be like, you got a little bike. I mean, it's still cool, but it is a little bike. But it is a lot of fun though. You know, it's definitely gonna have a, when it comes to like, you know, bikes for beginners, this is gonna be a little more fun than the Rebel or the V-Star, especially if this is your style of riding. If you wanna be into sport bikes, you wanna, you know, do track days, and and all your buddies ride sport bikes. The last thing you want to be on is a little Rebel or a V-Star 250. But getting on something like this, it really is a good entry-level bike. If your buddies are doing the speed limit, which they should, you're gonna have a lot of fun riding with them and getting to know the ropes. Everybody's got to start somewhere. I started on a 1986 Honda Magna V70 V45. It was a 45-degree angle. It was a 750. I paid like 600 bucks for it. I thought it was a cool bike. It wasn't good looking, but when I was riding on it, I was having fun. Definitely having fun. But I'm sure if I had something like this, I'd be having fun on it too, you know? Gator! And the cool thing about a bike like this is you can still, you know, you can still hit the twisties on it. You know, get low, improve your skills, learn how to brake real hard. I'm sure there's someone out there who's riding wheelies on a bike like this. I wouldn't recommend it. The clutch system is a lighter clutch. It doesn't have that much power. You'd be like revving it up to red line and dumping the clutch at first gear just to pop the front end up. That's, you know, these bigger bikes they really have the power for it. They're made for it. It's not a problem. Something like this, that's got to get pretty close to abuse. Abuse on the clutch, and it's gonna be a little tough on the gears. So I'm not gonna pop any wheelies on this thing. I don't like abusing my bikes. Yeah. So I gave you about 6 reasons of why you would buy a Honda 250. Let's see if I can come up with some more. Reason number 7. If you didn't know any better, you would think this is super fast. I just got up to the speed limit in 1 second. Amazing. It definitely is a good looking bike. And it's one of those things, you're riding by yourself, man, you could have a lot of fun on this thing. But when you're riding with other people who have faster bikes and all you feel like is the whole time is you're just, oh, my bike's too slow, you know, you might not have as much fun. Alright. So yeah, this bike is going to be for sale. The price is $3,000 for a 2012 with 22 miles are on this. 2,200 miles. You really can't beat it. You'll probably buy it, ride it around for a little bit, get your feet wet, and then you'll sell it for, you know, a couple $100 less, and you'll probably come back to me and buy something bigger. Because anyone who buys a bike from me, they end up loving me. I treat them well. It's a nice, easy experience to buy a bike from me. A little bit overcast today, but still a nice day for riding. Look at that. If you ride this bike, it's gonna look like this. That's what you're gonna see all day. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I bet this thing gets a really good miles per gallon. Like it's gotta be in the like 80s, 85 or something like that. There's Lando Lakes. There's a member owner of Lando Lakes right there. Ooh. So another thing about my channel is I try to keep it clean. I watch a couple other moto vloggers, and those guys, they seem to like to swear while they're riding. The younglings can watch my videos, learn about bikes, learn about other stuff, learn about history. You know, I'm sure they didn't know that Mannheim had 3 mayors, which they don't. It's not true at all. They might learn some nonsensical facts that I might be telling people. But it's better than watching Arthur. Or it's better than watching Caillou. It's better than watching Caillou. Oh, now I got that song stuck in my head. I'm Caillou. Let's see if I can see over that corn. No, I can't. Sometimes you gotta stretch your legs out. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up our video. That's the Honda CBR250. It really is a fun little bike. I wouldn't recommend taking it across the country, but I'm not gonna tell you not to. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. That's not my job. That's apparently the government's job. But oh man, I forgot. Road traffic. No through traffic is the worst. Alright guys, subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of fun. I like riding these bikes. I'm somewhat knowledgeable on something. Ask questions if you like. If you want me to talk about something, say, hey, talk about this. I'll talk about it. If anyone says, hey, talk about this, I swear the next video I will talk about it. And we'll have a lot of fun. But no one's commented on my videos yet. Probably because no one watches them yet. But that's okay.